what's up, everybody? It's your boy Taz, and you are listening to or watching the Intro Podcast. Y'all, he's back. Back like he never ever left. Look, so y'all know, last year, I had a podcast husband. God damn it, and he came back after a very long hiatus. But JR is back in the house. What's up, man?
What's going on, man? How you been?
I'm good.
Well, I'm back for a while, so I got some things straightened out. So I'll be here for a while.
No, nigga, you here forever. You ain't going nowhere. I know how to kidnap people now. I learned some stuff since you've been gone.
Not kidnap.
Like, I learned that if I get Ivana bitch and I put it in the right drink,
see,
you ain't going nowhere.
We gonna ban that in the States.
We are not banning Ivana bitch.
We
Look,
ban that in the States.
If y'all remember last year, we done a show and we had Ivana bitch, and after this show, is that a rum, a tequila, or what?
I don't even remember what it was.
All I know is after the show, guys, he was flipping over my sofas. He became one of the guys from All the Queen's Men, topped off with what's the other white stripper show? Magic Mike.
Is that what that is?
He became one of those too. I was like, yeah, this is the drink that I'm getting every time you come by.
That's a dangerous drink. That's worse than Hennessy for me.
Damn.
It's worse than Hennessy. It's a dangerous drink.
I love it, and you know what? I found out they have it right up the street. So if you need to,
Lord.
we can pause the show for a minute and go make a run.
No.
We ain't making a run today?
No more Ivana, bitch. No, keep her away from me.
So what we gonna do is we gonna get another Crown Royal vanilla bottle.
There we go.
And I'm gonna replace the alcohol.
There we go. That's fine. That's fine.
Shout out to Crown Royal, who's not directly sponsoring, but sponsoring today's show.
Right.
By keeping me up and keeping me good. Man, what's been going on over the last, since the last time you sat down at the mic, bro?
Oh, man, I had to do some new designs for my collection. School started back, and it's been a busy few months, but I'm here for it. How
is fatherhood now that your daughter is becoming?
It's easy now.
Okay.
It's easy now because right now I'm at that midpoint. So she's old enough to do things on her own, but she ain't started the rage of hormones yet.
Yeah.
So like I'm in a good space right now. She kind of want her independence.
Yeah.
So I kind of let her get that. She talked to her friends and stuff, but she don't get in no trouble. So as long as her grades stay good and everything else, I'm cool.
When do you allow her, whenever she comes home, and say, Dad, this is my boyfriend?
You mean when she's 30?
God damn.
Is that what you talking
God
about?
Damn. 30?
30, yeah, 30. 30. Yep, 30. Yep. 30.
So what we're going to do is we're going to pray for you because if she have to sneak and do it, she can sneak. Jasmine, if you hear this or see this, call Unc. I got your back, girl.
Yeah, you can sneak all you want to. This is going to be her last time walking anywhere with 2 good feet.
I am proud of her also for these wonderful baking skills.
Yes.
I would never, like I was over there a couple of days ago and I told her, I would never be skinny around you, Jasmine.
She making me fat too. Like, I gotta do walking and cardio and all this stuff now because she just keep baking all these delicious treats. Like, you better slow down.
It's like every time I come over there, and she has such a nice little sweet, innocent voice, and she just gets me right into whatever it is. Like you can't say no, but congratulations to Jasmine on everything that she has going on. I still think we need to start this baking business for her.
Oh, she wants to now. She actually talked to me about it recently. That's what she wants to do. I told her, I said, let me handle the business side.
Yeah.
You just focus on your baking and perfecting her craft. I mean, so far she's been doing, the cupcakes and the cakes, but she started doing the chocolates, so she's a bit of a chocolatier now.
Huh.
She started doing like the cookies, so she's branching off into different things. And of course, you taste the most recent things. Like first, she was doing like the cake a certain way. Was like now she's doing everything with like scratch materials. Like she's getting that from my mama. So shout out to her granny. on that one because that's who she learned all this bacon
Shout
stuff
out
from.
to Granny. Granny is one of my biggest fans for everything I do. I can post a picture of me kicking a can across the street on Facebook. And Granny, mother is going to love that picture. And she going to comment.
Yeah, mom's real supportive, man. I love that because she can find the good in anything.
Yes, she can.
See, I'm a little bit of the opposite. I'll be looking for the bad.
Yeah.
And she'll find the good in anything. So she got a good heart, and she always been like that.
So
And I
shout
love
out
her
to
for that.
Mom. Hey, I got brother back on the show, Mom. Like, if you don't see any other part of the show, I'm going to have this part of the show. I got him back, and I'm not letting him go this time. God damn me. But, hey, look, everybody, you are listening to or watching the intro podcast with your boy Taz and the one and only
JR.
in the house. So, look, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy JR, and you are listening to or watching the intro podcast. Of course, I have my man.
Your boy Taz is in the house once again.
Yes, sir. Now, we were just talking about it, during the break. This story with Julie Chrisley. She was sent to a medical facility for inmates instead of being sent to a federal prison where she was set to serve her sentence. How do you feel about that, Taz?
So I feel like this. When I had a cold, or I had the flu, or I bumped my toe and my toe was hurting, they didn't send me to Loose Derrick Medical Center.
Right.
They sent me to Loose Derrick with the gate with the cages where you have 20-something niggas in one room.
Oh, yeah.
So that's where they sent me. Wait, shout out to Crown. Let me do this because if y'all hear something wrong, I blame it on Crown Royal, and then I blame that on JR because he bought it.
You can't blame Crown now. They my friend.
So I feel like I had never heard of being sent to a prison, a health prison per se. Because even whenever I set out tickets, I was sending out tickets with people that had diabetes and all this other niggas wrapped their arm in tape because their arm about to fall off.
Right.
Loose Derrick didn't care. City of Dallas didn't care.
Don't
So
care at all.
it's amazing to me how they found this prison from I'm not going to say out of nowhere, but for us who have never really heard of it, it's definitely something new. But coming from the insider.com, it says, Julie Chrisley, the reality TV star who was set to begin her 7-year prison sentence for fraud on Tuesday at a Florida prison, is actually being housed hundreds of miles away at an inmate medical center in Kentucky. Goes on to say, Julie and Todd Chrisley both reported to the Bureau of Prisons on January 17th to start their combined 19-year fraud sentence. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. 19 years apiece. Of course, the husband got more.
No. That's not a piece. They say combined. That means together. They got 19 years.
So the husband got more time.
But still, 19 years?
19 years.
A combination of 19 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she probably doing 9 and he doing 10.
Well, she's actually just doing 7.
So he doing the other 12.
Yes, sir.
So let me get this straight. These people can, and I'm gonna just call a spade because it's a whole. Brett Favre going through the same thing right now.
Oh my
too.
goodness, Mississippi.
So these uncoloreds,
the other side,
the other sides, they can embezzle and do fraud for millions of dollars, and only have to do this. To me, this is a little bit of time for the amount of money that they didn't got.
Oh, let's talk about the amount of money that was that had to do with all of this. The celebrity couple known from the USA Network reality show Chrisley Knows Best, which I was a fan and I still watch the show, and I'm gonna comment on that too. But the reality show Chrisley Knows Best were convicted in June of defrauding banks out of more than $30 million by providing fake financial statements, making them look wealthier than they were. Okay, first and foremost, the network has never pulled down a show. But we know if this was us and we had a show on USA and we got in legal trouble you would not see, we would be dead to the network.
There'll be a cease and desist, NDA, and all that type of stuff.
The network has never pulled down the show. They're actually still playing reruns.
You see how they did Kanye?
Yeah.
Right away.
Yeah, right. Pulled everything.
Yeah.
But they kept this Chrisley Know Best. And again, USA, thank you, because I still watch it.
See,
but
that way they can still make money to pay their lawyers.
Yeah.
While they going through the jail process. So
yeah,
you can still make money behind bars.
And that's the question, because not only did they have Chrisley Know Best, but because their kids were so entertaining, their son and daughter, they have a show on USA, Growing Up Chrisley, which Todd and Julie, I think, produced that show also. So with them being in prison now, I don't know. Of course, they don't have any new shows because they're going away. But do they keep those reruns on? And then also, do they keep their kids show on? Because the kids show, I guess, was an independent situation. So we're not going to make the kids suffer because the parents, then whatever. And of course, the parent, Julie and Todd, are saying that, we didn't do this. And I've heard from many stories, and I mentioned this on a previous story, that face, the why you made the face. I'm just saying, the face.
Go.
But I've heard from previous celebrities, that were in the same situation. Like, for instance, I don't know if I told you a while ago about Steve Harvey. For 7 years.
Yeah.
His tax attorney, whatever the amount of money that was supposed to be paid, they took out that exact dollar to the amount. And just spend it on themselves. And he didn't know until 7 years later. The tax attorney died, and the assistant walks in the attorney's office and see all of Steve Harvey's tax returns, like, blatantly right there. So Steve Harvey didn't know. So is there a possibility that even with this situation, that this is something that was probably done and Todd and Julie just didn't know? Because, and I already know how you're going to feel about this statement, but I'm going to make it anyway. Because on the show, they showed their love, appreciation, and fear of God. And they would, if you love and appreciate God the way you say you do, there's just some things you don't do.
Allegedly.
See, that's why I knew what you was going to say.
Because some people exploit that. I mean, that's what this country was built off of. People exploiting the fear and the love of God. You got to remember, honor thy master was one of them things in that book that y'all be talking about.
Said, honor thy master.
It's something along them lines.
Jesus Christ.
The crown that kicked in, but it's something in there.
Wait, shouts out to these wonderful drinking, I don't want to say cups or mugs, but these wonderful drinking situations that we have, the art and design and the print, done by the one and only JR, Exquisite Custom Creations, Lionheart, Tap Dancing, and Ballet. Man,
so we do a little bit of everything. I mean, Exquisite Custom Creations is one of my businesses. We specialize in branding items.
We specialize.
Specialize,
yeah. Come on.
Specialize. You got to put a little razzle dazzle on it.
We got to put a little crown on it. Right, I love it.
But no, we specialize in branding items. So this will be one of those branding items, and then of course we have our brand, the Lionheart collection, which I and yourself are wearing as well.
Yes, I am, and I'm going to wear Lionheart every single show. So you're going to have to give me some more clothing. Although my closet is lined with Lionhearts.
I'm about to say you got several, buddy. I got you on the new stuff.
I'm not wearing my stuff. I'm wearing your stuff. Just saying that part. So for more information on, so if you have an event coming up and you need some custom apparel, how can they get more information to get contact you? And we ship all over the U.S. and in China, so let's go.
And in China. Yeah, we do. It's expensive, but yeah, we ship in China also. But you can always check us out on our website at www.exquisitecustomcreations.com. And you can check out our social media pages on Facebook and Instagram at Exquisite Custom Creations as well.
That's what's up. So, hey, we'll be right back with the intro podcast in just a minute. Don't go anywhere. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Taz, and I'm joined with the one and only
JR.
Yeah, he lied. His name is Podcast Husband, because that's what he is. JR is back in the building, and he's never leaving me again. I feel like my love has come home, Jesus. Nah. Hey, I have a question.
What's up?
Have you ever been in a situation to where you were dating, married, or committed to someone, and y'all had things that, personal things that y'all bought together? But then whenever y'all split apart, every time you walked in the room, you was like, ooh, I hate this sofa. I hate this TV. I hate this. I hate this because I got this from being with this person.
Ooh. Now, I understand why people could feel that way. Mm-hmm. Me personally, every relationship that I was in like that, I pretty much abandoned everything.
Wow.
So there's very few things that I've ever had to take with me when I moved on. Like, when, say for instance, when I was with my son's mom, mm-hmm. we had a house together, and when I left, I basically left everything. I came back for the TV.
That sounds like something I would do. You got everything except for the electronics, goddamn it.
That's just that one thing, just TV. I came back for the TV and my liquor fridge. Everything else stayed there. Yeah. So, like, some people didn't even realize, like, I was gone because everything was still in place. Yeah. Yeah. But, yeah, I'll move away from the situation real quick. I don't care about that material stuff. I get it back. Yeah. I don't want to look at it and be reminded of you.
How do you feel about friends that y'all developed as a couple? Do you still hang out with those friends when the relationship is over? Because there's always an opportunity or a chance that you will see that person again with you, because it's not guaranteed that they're going to cut the friends off either.
It's a very slim chance that those friends that you met through her are going to be your friends and her friends and be neutral. Okay, it's a real slim chance. 9 times out of 10, them your friends, them my friends. Like, when we divorce, we're gonna part ways. I'm gonna take the friends that I brought to the relationship, and you're gonna take the friends that you brought within a relationship, and that just be that. Okay. Well, at least that's my experience.
So you're that guy to be like, these are my friends, leave them alone.
Not even that. It's something that just comes naturally, because those were your friends beforehand. So they're gonna kind of flock towards you anyway. Like, they might not have an issue with the person you broke up with, but I mean, those were your friends in the beginning. If they're your real friends, they're gonna stick around you regardless. If
I would be real shady right now, but I just don't. I feel it in my spirit, but I don't feel it in my.
We got time today. Go ahead.
I feel like for some reason, like you were supposed to follow somebody, but anyway, whenever our 3-way relationship broke up.
You thought that I was gonna follow somebody else?
No, they thought that you was gonna follow somebody else.
Listen. One thing about me is that I'm always gonna follow whatever side I feel is right. Yeah, that's for me. I'm not a friend loyalty based person. I'm a right or wrong based person. Mm-hmm. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. They feel like, well, you know me longer, so.
Your loyalty.
Like, you wrong, motherfucker. Like, that's what, if you wrong, you wrong. And I'm not going to side with you. And anybody that's known me knows, like, I'm going to always side with the side that's right. And if you wrong, I'm going to tell you that you wrong. And that's just what it is.
Side note to everybody. I have a lot of side notes today because JR is back. He's back. Y'all can't see his eyes because he have these shades on, but we are on some Crown Royal Vanilla right now.
My eyes is...
Speaking of dating, though, whoa, them eyes, though.
Oh, stop.
Let's talk about dating for a minute. Let's go on a date, god dog it. I had the pleasure of attending recently a really dope outing with you and the missus as we went to the Freeman for some live entertainment. Mandy, I'm not gonna lie, girl, you killed it. Mandy is a dope performer here in the DFW. I just wanted to throw that in because I can do it. But I appreciate y'all for getting me out the house. Because, nigga, I've been in the house forever. And I needed to get away from the walls and get away from the backdrop, get away from the computer, get away from the TV. Like, I needed to get away. So, y'all, thank y'all for getting me out the house.
No problem. Anytime.
But speaking of dating, I think I was on a 3-way date, but it really became a 2-way date because they started hugging and kissing, and I couldn't join in.
Well, apparently you was on like a 7-way date from what I see, because you made friends, and then they had people,
and stuff.
You was just everybody was just flocking to you that night.
I mean, it's one of them things that I wanted to be on a date with you, but you was with somebody already, so I couldn't do it.
Here you go. Let me
there
put my
I
glasses
go.
back on.
But speaking of dating, now if you would have done this to me the night I met you at the bowling alley, I would have done what he's doing right now. Because whenever we met, it was one of those situations where, like, first of all, y'all, I didn't know he was straight. I really didn't.
I was like the only straight guy.
The only straight guy there, but like,
in the whole thing. But
and I was so drawn to, like, out of all the other folk that were there from LGBTQ A, B, C, D, E, F, G, I was drawn to the straight guy.
I ain't got no problem with y'all.
Now, if you would have done this story to me, I probably would have tracked you down. I'm not gonna lie. Coming from, because before we were talking about would you have done this? If you would have done this to me, JR, I would have figured out the other pieces to the puzzle. But coming from Upworthy.com, a guy may have met his dream girl at a bar, but she only gave him part of her phone number. For me, it would have been Taz met his dream guy at the bowling alley and called him coach. But the nigga only gave him 3 numbers to the phone number. I would have searched you up and down all around. I'd have got on Facebook, MySpace, and every other website to find you. What's going on, man? How you feel about all of this?
Well, I mean, let's read the story first of all. So apparently, a woman named Jackie pulled a move straight out of a romantic comedy recently, and it's kind of funny. So she has the internet rallying around this whole concept. Apparently what she did was there was a potential love interest. She met a guy, and they were at a bar. She liked him so much that she decided to give him her number.
Yeah.
Well, she only decided to give him 80% of it.
Not good.
So she gave him 8 digits out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
And at the bottom, it's her name, and there's a note that says, "I'm worth it."
Question, would you... in a situation. Crown Royal, I love you, by the way. Would you, or have you ever been in a situation to where you've had to track down or chase, as they call it, because of not even just a phone number, but because the person only gave you partial of whatever it took for you to find them?
Oh, man. Me, personally, since... This is kind of funny to me because I've been rejected so much that...
And I still think you're lying because you've been rejecting me since I met you.
Lord,
but anyway.
Anyway, I've been rejected enough to know that you got to check that number before you walk off.
Yeah.
Don't have no confidence in that napkin. She wrote on a napkin. Don't have no confidence in that napkin. So you got to check it and double check. First of all, you got to check the area code. It's just the same area that we in right now. She got a different area code. Where's she from? Where you from? You ain't mentioned you was from somewhere else. So that could be a wrong number off top. But...
Oh, you already investigating this shit.
You got to.
Goddamn.
Because I've been given the wrong number several times. I've been given the number to the time. I've been given the number to the suicide hotline.
I love it.
I've been given the number to... I've been given a bunch of different numbers. And none of them was actual real numbers. So I see why now dudes be like, let me call your phone from my phone to see if this is your number or not. And if it don't ring, you're like, that's a fake number.
Yeah.
And even to this day, I still have people from time to time, I'll get a random text like, hey, is this probably a girl that they met, they didn't give the wrong number.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ladies, stop giving them my number because I'm tired of getting these random text messages from dudes at 2, 3 in the morning talking about they trying to come by and I don't know who the hell they are.
Wait, not that he don't know who they are, but they're dudes. And
First of all, let's not even go to that topic.
The only
right
dude
now,
that's going to send him a message and show up at 2 o'clock in the morning is me, so y'all about to get out of his inbox.
he better not show up neither.
I'm showing up.
He better not show up neither.
With a dog.
Because he ain't getting in either though 2, 3 in the morning.
God damn it. I'll do 12.
He tried it, though. He tried.
But, okay, the flip side of this story, in which I really just thought about it. The chase from her perspective, if you really, really want me that bad, or you really want to know me that much, and you crack the code, it shows me that you really want me because you had to put in work to find out who I am and where I am.
I got mixed feelings about that.
Okay.
Because for one, it depends on how fine she was. That's number one. Second of all, it depends on what conversation they had before receiving this partial phone number.
Okay.
Because if she was fine as hell and the conversation was great, it might be worth it. I mean, she only left out 2 numbers.
Only 2 numbers.
So it's only 20 possible combinations that this number could be.
But that's a hard combination for me, though.
I mean, it ain't that hard. I mean, if you know how to crack a combination lock, it's not that hard. But that's another conversation.
Y'all watch y'all combination locks and phones around this man. He just let y'all know that I can get inside whatever I want to.
Anyway, but it, like I said, it depends on the conversation. Because if the conversation wasn't all of that, and she was maybe like a 6, maybe a 7 even, I don't think I'm gonna try that hard to figure out. I'm not finna bother 19 more people to figure out which number was yours. Yeah, that's just something I'm not gonna do. So what I might do is I might go back to that same club the next weekend. Yeah, but I'm not finna randomly dial 19 people. Is Jackie there?
Yeah, because that's the thing. How do you introduce yourself to these 19 people? Like, whether it's phone call or text message. I'm texting to see if you the girl I met at the club.
Right. And then the way that we got things set up now, we got people who don't even answer phone numbers because you got all of these telemarketers trying to call people's phone, trying to get people to renew their auto, was the extended car's warranty people.
And it's the car that you don't even have.
You ain't got the car no more. But they calling your phone, so 9 times out of 10, people ain't even answering their phone from a number that ain't saved in their phone. Yeah. So I don't know if he gave her his number and she just waiting on that number to lock in. But it's a lot more to the story I need more info on, but just based on what I see, I'm not going to work that hard.
One thing that you said that I done recently, as a matter of fact, last week, if I meet somebody and I want to talk to them outside of where I meet them, give me your phone. Or I'm going to give you my phone and I'm going to watch you either text yourself or I'm going to watch you call yourself. And immediately I'm saving your name. Right. So there can be no discrepancy on who I'm trying to get in contact with, because I've been in situations where, church wear, club wear kind of mixes itself. Yeah. So I get a phone number from somebody in the church wear for a church purpose, but I don't save the name. But then at night I go to the club and I meet somebody in the club and they do the same thing. So I'm texting the person from the church, "Hey baby, what's up? How you doing?" And it's the pastor. But in some cases, I ain't gonna lie, the pastor be down too. Oh, I'm just saying, you just got to meet the right pastor. Oh, man. Or the wrong pastor.
I'm about to say probably the wrong pastor, if anything. Jeez.
But, man, I don't know. I think that this is one of those soap operas that should say to be continued.
There we go.
Because I want to know how this ends up, if he actually, God damn, the whole cup.
Got to fill to the top. Got to get as much as possible.
Well, I'm drinking mine neat. I don't have no ice or anything.
I like my drinks cold. I don't like drinking warm.
I learned the term neat because I was general manager of a lounge, ale lounge. And like they taught me new words. Yeah. It was like, if you want it just plain, you want it neat. So yeah. I'm drinking mine neat.
Oh, okay.
I like neat.
Well, in that case, I want mine on the rocks.
On the rocks?
On the rocks.
Okay, then.
Shaken, not stirred.
But look, this is what we do at the intro podcast. Like, I want you to know that we want to talk to you. We want to talk about your business. Or if you just want to advertise during the show, because we reach folk. Last year, we were voted top 200 in entertainment interview on Spotify. I'm excited about that.
Yes, sir.
A lot of that was done whenever JR, before he left me. For absolutely nobody, because he didn't go to nobody else's show. So it's not like he cheated on me. He just ghosted me for a very long ass time.
I didn't ghost you. I didn't ghost. I just didn't come to the show. I didn't ghost you.
So if you are looking to advertise your product, your brand, or if you are a music artist with new music coming out and you just need a platform to play your music, we're definitely interested in having you on the show or running your commercial. All you have to do is send us an email at spotlightmedia.info@gmail.com. But in the meantime, it's your boy Taz and the one and only
JR.
And you're listening to the Intro Dallas. But before we go to this commercial, I got to talk about it. Gotta talk. Hollywood Entertainment is talking about something that I cannot get with. Do you take baths or do you take showers?
I take showers.
You take showers.
Yeah.
Good. Because Hollywood is doing golden showers these days.
Oh, Lord.
And I just, the only way I'm not even going to say the only way that was about to come out completely wrong. I was about to say the only way I take a golden shower is I ain't doing golden showers because there's something about that I just don't understand. But we need to understand why P. Diddy, and I say P as in P-E-E-E-E-E-E, why P. Diddy is trending so much on social media. Let's go. Yeah, that way.
I can't not laugh about it.
I love it. According to Billboard, you heard of P. Diddy trending, Puff Daddy, not Puff. I'm sorry. You heard of P. Diddy, Puffy, and Puff Daddy, and now his brother Love. He got too many names. I don't know who I'm talking to when I talk to him.
Well, now you can just call him P. Diddy.
P. Diddy. Now get ready for Sean Combs' new nickname. No, seriously, get ready for his as he embraces the new name P as in P-E-E Diddy. Your eyes do not deceive you. The 53-year-old rapper and recording producer newest nickname is 100% inspired by a very different type of influence. Put it like that. Because I can't pronounce the name because I'm under the influence of Crown Royal. Thanks to JR. Number one, then what's found on Billboard charts. The phrase P. Diddy has been trending atop Twitter and since Combs' girlfriend. And I'm surprised they called the girlfriend because neither one of them have made it official.
Well, they ain't confirmed or denied their relationship. He said she's a very special woman that's half his age.
Well, she said, we go together.
Sound like to me he got bullied into the relationship.
He got bullied.
Apparently he loved it.
City Girl, Young Miami reveals Thursday on January 19th that she enjoys golden showers. It says, take a shot if you like golden showers. I do. The 28-year-old act up rapper said on her Revolt show, Carisha Please, and while playing an interview drinking game with Trina. It's fun, when you're drunk, you can pee on me in the shower. It just depends on how the night flows. I'm not reading no more of this story because it's just, but if you want to find out more about this story, you can go to, again, billboard.com. They have links to the entire interview on Carisha Please. You could also check out Carisha Please on Revolt. I have to do that because Revolt, I'm looking to be on your network. Shout out to Jason Lee on your new show also. Jason Lee, congratulations on the Jason Lee show. You're doing big things, bro, and I'm watching you. But back to being peed on. I guess the question is, how freaky are you? Are you into golden freaking showers?
I'm definitely not that freaky. I might be a little freaky, but the closest thing to a golden shower I'm gonna get is to a brown shower, and that's from something like this.
Thanks.
Other than that, don't pee on me. I don't want to pee on nobody.
What's your level of freakism?
What level is that? I need to know what level that is so I know how to gauge my range here. Because if that's a 10, I'm probably at like a 6 or a 7. I don't want to be.
I'm at
that
like
far.
a 2 or 3. I barely like when you sweat on me, so you know.
I don't want to be that high up in the range of freakiness that people peeing on me or people like pee on me. It's like that's R. Kelly level right there.
I don't understand it because to me it's degrading.
See, I guess what it is that when you reach a certain level of stardom, you know, when you reach I'm gonna call it the R. Kelly level. That's what I'm gonna call it. So when you got so many hundreds of millions of dollars, it unlocks another level of freaky that before you were capped at. Yeah. When you were under that $100 million, but once you make that, and I guess it just catapults you to the next level. And that's when you start getting into your, I guess that's more than the 50 Shades of Grey BS right there. We're gonna call that the 50 Shades of Yellow, 50 Shades of Golden, whatever we want to call it.
Diddy is. Let me see how old they say he is.
53.
Yeah, there's 50 shades because this going to come out in different shades according to what you eating or drinking.
This nigga's damn near a senior citizen.
Yeah.
Messing with a woman half his age. And he like to pee on her. I guess she keeping him young.
So, the question on social media, because during the interview with Trina, of course, Young Miami she never actually committed to say Diddy. But all we know you messing with or dating right now is Diddy, Young Miami.
We knew from the interview when she said, you know we go together.
Well, you know we go together. He got bullied.
He didn't deny it. And then was it Thanksgiving? You start seeing pictures of two of them together, and he said she's his special person. I wonder what happened on that yacht that night. I think it probably was that night that he decided,
I'm going to introduce you to what I'm into. And which makes me wonder, if it is Diddy, allegedly, if it is you, Diddy, how long have you been into this? Because whenever you look at the plethora of artists who were groomed by you, I know, I watched and listened to stories like way back how whenever Usher came up in the game, how he was, groomed and learned a lot of things from people. Oh, yeah. What have you taught your artists over the years that you've worked with? Or what have they taken away from being a part of Bad Boy?
Don't sign the deal.
This nigga here.
I'm sorry.
Diddy, if you want to sign me as an independent R&B artist, because he did just start a label for love.
Oh, okay.
I will sign on the dotted line, but I'm going to be smart like Jason Lee. Give me my money up front.
Make sure you ain't walking to get no cheesecake.
I'll walk to get the cheesecake if you pay me right. I will get the cheesecake all day, every day. Shouts out. I just got a message, and I absolutely, on this serious tip, remember a while ago, we done a show, I think it was about dating, having an open relationship, and I called the pastor.
Yeah.
Well, this morning, I looked on social media, and unfortunately, his wife has passed. I had them on the show a while ago, and I was helping them brand, so I was able to see the connection with them, and their connection was so beautiful. But shouts out to Pastor Clay Simmons. Condolences to your family on your loss and all that. As I told you in the text message, bro, you reach out and I'm there, because when other pastors and churches kicked me to the side, you stayed by me. They had reason to kick me to the side, I guess, because they just didn't agree with the lifestyle. But it is what it is.
That's a part of the real versus fake. We were
it's
talking
a part
about
of the Illuminati.
Early. Oh.
But in the meantime, in between time, Brown Showers is really good, especially whenever it comes from Crown Royal. Shout out to Crown Royal for enabling me to feel the way I do at 2:00 p.m. in Dallas, Texas. We are in the Spotlight Studios in Dallas. I'll let you guys know about some events that we have coming up, and then I'll let JR do a shout out for everything that he does, from dancing to
I don't dance at all.
Yeah, I should have saw him whenever he came in here and he decided to have on all this wonderful outfit, and he done his little shuck and drive. Boy, it was dope. But hey, so coming up in the life of Spotlight Media Group and the life of I Am Trevane, we are working on a award show here in the DFW, which is Spotlight's the DFW Spotlight Music Awards and Honors. For more information on that, you can go to Spotlight Media global.com. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Of course, if you want to learn more about some really good R&B music, you can also go to I Am Trevane, which is myself. Yeah, you can find out, listen to some good music, and if you need some curated, professional, cur- absolutely wonderful personal apparel, JR, how can they get in contact with you, man?
For anything custom, you can always check out www.exquisitecustomcreations.com. Check us out on social media on Facebook and Instagram at Exquisite Custom Creations also. But check out the line we have from the Lionheart Collection. That is our brand. We got some dope stuff coming soon. I've been working on a lot of things low key. And I think I'm going to be dropping things about March or April.
Okay.
So it'll be a whole new set of whole new part of the line.
I'm here
dropping
for it.
by then.
I'm here for it. In the meantime, in between time, we got one more break and we'll be right back before we end this thing. This your boy Taz.
And your boy JR.
And you are listening to or watching the Intro Podcast. We'll be right back with our closing thoughts. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Taz, and you are watching or listening to the Intro Podcast. And my podcast husband with his beautiful ass is back. And every time I do it, he give me that same damn smile. It's the one and only
JR.
JR is back. Hey, so have you ever dated someone who, whenever y'all were dating, he kind of just fell back for a minute? You knew it was a real committed relationship, but something happened in his life and he was like, baby, just give me a little space and time. I feel like that's what JR did to me. Like, we had this wonderful marriage, and I guess he was like, Taz, just give me some space and time. Let me go, and when I come back, you will know. But that's what I feel like you did to me, just truthfully.
Hit you with a Deion Cole.
That part.
Because Deion Cole said, you meet that person in life, and it's like, you are amazing.
Amazing.
But I'll be back. And let me go knock out the rest of these levels. So that's what you feel like happened?
Let me sow my Royal Oaks, as they said on Coming to America. He sold his Royal Oaks, and he's back. The love of my podcast. See, I ain't say the love of my life. See, y'all wrong. The love of my podcast with his beautiful ass. And we are live in the Spotlight Studios in Dallas, Texas. I got JR back with me. We are excited about that. Shout out to our unofficial drink sponsor. I absolutely love Crown Royal. It blesses my soul.
Yes,
that's the communion juice that churches need to use whenever they serve communion.
That's why the glass look like that.
Yeah, whenever you go around to get your the body and the blood, that's the blood y'all need to drink right there. Y'all need to let that grape juice go. Y'all need Crown Royal. I bet your whole church. Wait, have the Crown Royal for the legal group. Keep the grape juice for the kids. I bet you'll have more people come to y'all church. I promise you would.
You're going to have more people paying tithes.
Baby, they will pay tithes. The woodworks just to come. Your first Sunday, because communion is every first Sunday. Your first Sunday service will be packed.
Right.
Not only are we going to get a good word and some good music, but I can't wait until y'all start playing Oh, the Blood of Jesus for communion time. As a matter of fact, I'm going around 2 or 3 times. And we don't want the little small communion glasses that's like this big.
Mm-mm.
We want to take communion in something like this. Give me a shot glass, goddammit. Speaking of these wonderful drinking cups that we have on today, shout out JR, thank you, man, for your creations and the ability to basically print on anything. You could probably print on skin at this point. And I'm not talking about tattoos. He just have machines that he can print on anything. You just have to like heat.
Well, that's the goal. The goal is to elevate. But I actually can make the water-based tattoos. I can do those too.
See, I told y'all he can print on your skin. This is last thoughts on the intro podcast. My last thought is this. So we have covered everything from tax fraud to suspicious phone numbers to golden brown showers. But my last thought is this. So I'll probably stress this in every single show, just due to what I've had to deal with recently. We need to listen to our bodies. At 41 years old, I have learned recently that whenever my body speaks, I listen. Hold on, Crown Royal called me. Let me answer the call. Hello, Crown.
You put the phone up like like it's a phone call.
They called me and they told me to take a sip.
Mm.
Listen to your body because recently, at the end of last year, I was going through situations or things, and the natural person would be like, "Oh, you have a flu, or you have a cold, or whatever. Take this medicine; it'll pass away." Well, that's what I told myself, but I had to learn the hard way that people, whenever I would go on Facebook and I would tell people, I'm going through something. The number one thing they would say is just pray about it and leave it to Jesus. Sure, I'm gonna pray and leave it to Jesus because I absolutely believe that the man is the man, but then I also had to understand and realize he created doctors. He loved us enough to have people who go to school for all these years to study all these different things that we go through. So it's okay to use them. And the last show and the show before that, I told you guys what I thought was a cold in September. Yeah, in September, ended up being pre-pneumonia, and then in the course of pre-pneumonia, they discovered my lung infection that we're dealing with today. And had I not gone to a doctor, had I not been smart enough to listen to people who told me some ain't right. Had I not listened to them, I probably wouldn't be sitting here today or been sitting here, but in a worse condition than what I'm in or whatever. So I would encourage everybody, listen to your body. Black men, African American men, do yourself a favor. If you're at the age where it's time for a colonoscopy, get one. Jokingly, I love colonoscopy. No, I don't love colonoscopies. The number one thing about a colonoscopy I hate, JR. I hate. Have you ever had one?
Nope.
Okay, so there's this liquid that you have to drink, and it's like a gallon. Feels like it is the absolute worst because 24 hours before the actual colonoscopy, you cannot drink or eat anything.
I wouldn't make it.
So you no, but you're gonna make it because you're gonna have to have one because you're almost that age. But you have to drink this nasty liquid. It tastes like the devil and dirt mixed together. If you can make it past that, you good. But I'm not gonna lie. After every colonoscopy I've ever had, because I had to have them early because of detections of other things, I didn't mind because I lost weight. So I was like, shit, if you gonna make me lose a couple pounds, it is what it is. But on the serious though, if you are at that age, men, to where it's about that time for a colonoscopy or prostate check or whatever, do it because the things that we think are minimal or things that we don't think are really that serious are possibly things that can change your life for the better or for the worse. So I would encourage you guys to listen to your body, man. A cold ain't a cold no more. Your cough that you think is a or your sneeze that's a hot you can be something that can take you out. So listen to your body, man.
Yeah.
Other thought is this, and I said it before, I said it again. My husband is back, and I love it. He back and he look good, y'all. I told him he needs to wear red every single show. What's your final thought, Jay?
Final thought is pretty short and simple. Keep it positive. Positivity rules the world. Try to keep those negative thoughts out of there. If you got to meditate, pray, go to therapy, and just try to live the best possible life you can. Those are my final thoughts.
I thought this was your last thought, but you just said something. I got to elaborate on this. Why is it so taboo for us? Well, I can't say us because he's yellow, but for us to go to therapy.
Because black people are scared. Black people are known to try to be tough and try to be survivors. But what we don't realize is that we don't always have to be in survival mode.
Mm-hmm.
Like, with me, personally, I'm going to be starting another round of therapy soon. And it's not because I don't feel like I'm okay, but it's I can always be better.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be starting another round of therapy soon, just because I know that there's still things that probably linger.
Mm-hmm.
There's other triggers that I still have in my life that I would like to be, I would like to have those worked out. So yeah, I mean, I know I can be a better person.
Yeah.
So if I can work on me, if I can work on my mental health, then it just helps me be a better person for the future.
Absolutely. I guess this is the deep dive of the show that we didn't have before. Deep dive. I think that one thing you said that stands out is the triggers. It's like things that we feel that we've dealt with.
Yeah.
And we're over it, and it doesn't affect us no more. Whenever those things are not worked out and we're faced with it, we handle it as if we never even got over it before.
Exactly. That's part of it. Like, that's what those triggers are. Like, you may think that, you're good because you haven't faced it in a while, but then once you face it, how are you going to react to it again?
Yeah.
If you're reacting the same way you did before, then you're not properly healed from the situation, and you can't be better until you're healed. It's like you heal a little bit, and that sore scabs over.
Yeah.
And you peel that scab, what happens? It bleeds again.
Yeah.
And now you got another scab. You ain't let it properly heal. So mentally, you have to let yourself properly heal in order to move forward.
But I shared on a show prior to you coming back that there are some things I had to unlearn.
Yes.
One of the biggest things that I had to unlearn is the pray about it, walk it off mentality, because as black men, we were always taught that, we can't show the vulnerable side of things. The vulnerable side of us, because whenever we show our vulnerable side, people automatically think we're weak. They automatically think that, you supposed to be this, or that. But, Nick, why are you crying? Walk it off. And I had to, I had to unlearn for me personally, I had to unlearn the just pray about it.
Yeah.
I remember posting on Facebook a while ago, I said about a year or so ago, I was really going through something, and I was contemplating a lot of things that I shouldn't have been contemplating. And I posted on Facebook, I'm going through something, yada, 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 because I have a lot of church people on my Facebook friend list or whatever. Mm-hmm. And one of the things and it's funny how it works, because one of the comments that made me want to get counseling is whenever a known preacher told me, just pray about it.
I hate those.
Because they did, like, people don't want to, people claim to have a title or claim to have or want to have the responsibility of saying I'm there for people. But at the end of the day, whenever you have to show that you really care for somebody, you don't want to say it, because like these people on social media, spiritual leaders, whatever, they claim. That's why I don't understand after funerals or whenever something drastic happened and people be like, if you ever need anything, just call me.
Yeah.
That is the biggest crock of bullshit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
Because whenever you call them, number one, they probably didn't change their number or don't answer. And if they do answer, their response is, oh, we just going to pray and we're going to trust God. No, stop praying and trusting God. I need somebody in my face right now.
Right. And people don't realize that. Like, to me, that's a quick answer for people who don't know the answer.
Yes.
It's like, oh, just pray about it. It's like, well, I feel like jumping off this bridge, and you're going to tell me just pray about it?
You're going to tell me to pray about it?
Like, nah, that's not going to work right now. Sometimes we need an actual physical being in our face. We need somebody's physical energy. Shout out to I Am Trevane for making the song Energy, by the way.
Yes.
Sometimes we need that person there in our face just so we can see that someone actually does care.
Yeah.
Someone that actually is there for me. Like just telling somebody to pray over the phone call, or even in their face, just pray and let God do it. Like that may be a part of it,
A part of it, yes.
But that's not the full answer.
Yes.
That's what we got to get over as a people. That's not the full answer to just put it in somebody else's hands.
And I've learned that even having the people who are not the just prayer body that want to be there are not people that you would normally look to be that for you. Because in my situation, it's not just because he's here, not just because he's sexy, because he's my podcast husband, because he's all of the above. He's all of the above. Yes, he is. He already knows it, so we don't have to trip. Y'all get out of his inboxes. He's mine. And the fact that he knows it is what it is. But
you done forgot your point.
no, my point is this. I have family and friends and, well, let's just keep it on family. I have people who beating me at a younger age or even at a later age that depend on your family, yada, yada, yada. Where in our situation, as my husband, I've had situations where family, friends, church, yada, yada, I've reached out and they were not able to even, someone wasn't even able to respond just because they didn't want to.
Yeah.
But you have to find, like I put on Facebook about our outing that we done a couple of days ago. You have your given family, which is the ones that God has birthed you in. And then you have your chosen family, those that you decide, because you ride with me, I'm going to ride with you. And I think in our situation, and I say it, shouts out to Amir for just creating the event, because had it not been for Amir creating an event that I can go to even meet you, we would have never crossed paths.
Yeah.
But for some reason, after that event, we became, unfortunately, because he's straight and he couldn't be my dude, he couldn't be my boy or whatever, but we created something deeper than what even people who were probably at that event would have even tried to develop. Because there are times whenever I've been in the hospital, times when I've been here or whatever, whenever I would try to lean on family to return the text message. But there are times whenever I was feeling something, feeling down or whatever, and I even tell you, and you would just pick up a phone and send a message. I'd be like, this nigga he's in my closet somewhere looking at me. Because it's like whenever that situation happens, it's like you always have, it seems like you always just there. And for people who don't have that, I feel, it's 2:30. Okay, for people who don't feel that, or who don't have that person in their life, I kind of feel for them, because we are so rooted and grounded and dependent on people who are family. Or if you're a church person, you're rooted and grounded on believing that you can reach out to church people. I tell y'all, but today I tell you, it's not even about that, because in a lot of cases, my backbone or my call for rescue has been somebody who I met at a bowling alley because I thought he was cute. Not cute, I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was sexy. I was trying to holler at him, y'all. That nigga, he was looking good that night. God dog it. And anywho, highway, I'm gonna talk about that with him after the show. But yeah, leaning on people or having somebody or going to therapy is really, really big. Before we end, once again, let the listeners and viewers, dang Crown Royal. As a matter of fact, we have to make a toast because you just came back.
We have to make a toast?
The Bible says.
The Bible says.
In all things, make a toast.
Okay.
It really says all things get understanding, but I take understanding and toast, that's the same thing.
Oh, okay.
You have to have an understanding toast.
Okay.
But you are back, man. First of all, I am excited to have you here, man. I think that for me, it's more than just doing this podcast or doing this show and the elevation of what we're going to do. True enough, I could do it by myself, but as I told you at your spot or whatever, I just don't like talking to myself. And if I can have a nice Sexy yellow bone. I ain't heard yellow bone in a while.
Lord.
Here with me. Wait, show the other side of the cup.
Well, this side, I mean,
That side right there. Glock out.
just got my logo on the other side. I mean, that's how you know it's mine.
That boy bad. Yeah, because we'll be drinking our cups. We'll be like, all right, I hope this is yours. I don't know, but I hope.
So no more confusion.
No more confusion. No more COVID. What happened to? Yeah, we're supposed to be ending the show, but I have a question. What happened to monkeypox?
Don't know, don't care. Out of sight, out of mind right now. That's how I feel about it.
I just feel like it came and went, and nobody really, it was a big thing for 24 hours.
So was Ebola, and I'm fine as long as it don't show his face again. That's just how I feel about it.
Look, I need y'all to do me a favor before we do this toast, and I do my husbandly duties as I have to, which is basically shake his hand as he walk out. But if y'all listening and y'all haven't seen him, y'all understand why this boy beautiful. But do me a favor and share this podcast. There's a link that you can share this podcast with your followers on all social media, emails, and text message. If you're into some wonderful R&B music, you can check me out at iamtrevane.com. And if you need custom apparel made from shirts, hoodies, pants, bow and arrows, ballet shoes, tap shoes, or whatever, once again, tell them how they can find you, bro.
You can check out Exquisite Custom Creations on all social media for all things custom and all things brand.